Hey everybody, wherever and whenever you're watching from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, we're going to be continuing the Cravers run in Space 2. And last we left off, I believe we have mostly taken the systems of the Vidyani. I think they still have like one or two arcs still roaming the galaxy. But I'm probably not going to hunt them down unless they settle on a very valuable system. In which case, then yeah, sure, I'll eliminate them. But beyond that, we have forced the Umbral Choir to use their transmigration beacon, I think 3 times already. And I think this is just what I'm gonna do with the Umbral Choir, just keep forcing them to use their beacon so that they keep losing stuff in their system until they can't use it anymore, and then I'll invade them. Assuming they're like nearby. If they're not nearby, then I'm just not gonna bother. I'm just gonna be annoying against them. Which means our next target for expansion is going to be either the Horatio or the Riftport, since they're the two closest ones to me. I'm pretty far from everyone else. Let's deny that truce. But yeah, like, because my constellation over here, deny that. Because my constellation here does not have any wormhole on over on this side, that means the only way they can access my territory is if they go through here, through the Vadyani territory, or they go into open space, which is very slow. So yeah, and it's also I think, yeah, the ones behind me, the ones directly behind me in terms of score are the Riftborn and the Horatio. And I'm guessing, I think I'll go with the Riftborn here, just because they're very close. It's only open space that's like separating the two of us, and then they do have a system already over here, so I can just go through here. I'm not going to take Scorpius because it's a 1-planet system that only has Hyperion. It's not very valuable. We'll skip over that. I'll probably just consume it, which is the Cravers equivalent of raising. We'll consume that and then we'll go into their territories over here. I would like that 4-planet system with quadrinics in it. And I'm also going to take their home system and probably the Soul, since it's a 5-planet system. Cepheus, I think, is valuable enough since it does have 4 Ecalkix. But yeah, we're gonna go for the Riftport next, since they're the ones that are closer to score compared to me. And where am I sending you? So this ship right here, I am sending to just constantly reveal the Umbral Choir's position and force them to transmigrate over and over again. And I think we're starting to reach the point where I might not need, or it might be better for me to just put siege modules on my combat ships instead of doing what I'm doing now, which is having a dedicated siege fleet that's separate from the combat fleet. But yeah, that's gonna depend entirely on how fast I can produce extra ships here. Since I don't think I've put my supply right now is not high enough for me to like pump out ships on all my systems at the same time. So yeah, we do have this arc here that's going to get blockaded by Kren. Rayarn, I don't know where I'm sending Rayarn. I guess I'm sending him in position for with the, yes. Anyway, it's full screen. And let's see. Is there anything we need to do? Not really. We do have these two systems that are pretty close to going below ecstatic. So I might need to handle that soon. Still don't have enough influence to be able to do us or them. So if I cancelled lower fleet cost, I might be able to. But I want to keep this up while I'm still making ships. In terms of the marketplace, I think we have enough transfine. I think I want to try and look for some hydromiel in lost cities. Well, we don't have dust right now. I think I just bought. I think we ended the stream last time. I just bought stuff, like a whole bunch of stuff. So probably why I don't have enough dust right now. Should probably start putting money into these trade companies as well so that we can generate more dust so that I can buy more stuff. So I think, yeah, I should have been selling the blue cap since we're already way over. I might have overcapped this already by a few turns that I just didn't notice, but we're gonna have to sell that so that we can keep getting blue cap. We just use that to supplement our income. We're already getting our upgrade for the card or the coordinator class. So right now we have 5 slots filled. I could replace, once we get our hull upgrade, I could replace the salvager with an A2S slugs and then see how many more A2S slugs I can fit in. But if I think about the fleet size, so 24 divided by 6, 4. So I'd have 4 of these. Let's say minimum I have 2 A2S slugs per coordinator class, 2 slots each times 2, so that's 80 per ship times that's 120 manpower. Or no, 80 ship times 4, that's 320 manpower. 120 manpower just from that one fleet. That seems slow considering some of the systems I'm going to be dealing with already have 1,000 manpower. 100. That means the fleet's still going to be sitting for 2 turns. And maybe you just need like more siege fleets then. So we already have this combat fleet being built up. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make siege ships after this then. Okay, let me just double check my systems, make sure that none of the depleted planets still have Cravers in them. Also, I think I need to transfer some pops over here. Hey, Spar. Cravers having a mental health day. It's like since we just ate most of the Vadiani systems, we're keeping it slow today. I don't know, we might speed up later on in the run. We'll see. But I'm kind of bottlenecked by the fact that I only have 1 siege fleet right now. We kind of need more of them. Actually, where did I send my? Oh, it's over here. Yeah, I was having this parked. Okay, if we're just committed to going for the Riftborn at this point, I think we just go to Scorpius. We can consume it. Should also probably send Rayorn this fleet. It's updated, right? Well, the ship is updated. Yeah. Okay. So let's send the combat fleet and the siege fleet over to Scorpius. We'll have Kren finish off this arc. And then after that, by that point, I think... How many more ships am I missing here? 3 more. I'm gonna have to start making a siege fleet. The siege ships at least are like cheaper. Oh right, we got a carrier hull. I forgot. We just got our carrier hull, so I need to edit that as well. I'm not gonna be putting carriers on my fleets yet anyway. And I still have to get deniable operations because I at least want to have blast effect battery on my carrier already once it's out. So in 5 turns, yeah, in about 5 turns we'll start thinking about our carrier design. For the Pops and Vicaris, we kind of have one of everything, but we need more Cravers in there. I don't want to stop transferring Pops. I guess we're just holding the Pops over here to transfer them to Genimos and Airy once those systems are up. And then yeah, this system still needs Cravers on it since we still have one more planet to deplete after this one. Then over here we got 7 turns for Yedix. Got 10 turns for this one. Ikra. We've got 15 turns. 18. 11. This one is 17 for Surma. 28 turns. 56. This one's gonna take a while because I want to deplete the gas giant first. Oh. 4. Like I don't have a planet that has enough spare Cravers that I can send over to deplete the planets faster. And this one is just newly taken, I think. Yeah, we're despite how many Cravers we have? Despite having 81 Cravers, we actually don't have enough Cravers to deplete the planets on our new systems fast enough. We're still depleting some of the planets and systems over in our own area. And that's gonna take a while longer. You have to check. Do I have any Vodiani Pops that are doubled in a system as well? So we want to make sure the Vodiani Pops are not on the same system together. Should probably check by food income which ones have gargantuan population. So this one has gargantuan. It's gonna grow 1 Vodiani Pop. We're gonna transfer that over once it arrives. This one does not have it. Which one else? Okay, this one has gargantuan. It should be just 1. Yeah, it's just 1 over here. This one is fine. This one has 1. It's gonna grow another one, so we have to transfer that as well. Here's the this one has 1. It's weird. Why is the gargantuan population here more expensive? Okay, this one has just 1, should be. Yeah, only has 1. Okay. Yeah, I think let's just go into the end turn. Then we'll do our pop micromanagement. Actually, no, I think I can move over pops from Gikra. Oh, never mind. I already have the spaceport active. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, the spaceport's already moving. I guess, yeah, I guess I did that before we ended the stream last time. Is this a Riftborn fleet headed to Iras? Looks like it. So we're gonna get an Ark and an Riftborn fleet destroyed here. Okay. Destroy this Ark. be really funny if this is actually the last arc that the Vadiani have. Decisive victory. Oh man, no! Now the Riftborn come in. Okay, once I end this turn, I have to like immediately attack them before they move. Okay, system. Take the assignment duration and upkeep. Okay, we've got a bunch of empty stuff here. Okay, so that's our enhanced coordinator class. Let's see how many slots we have. Obviously, we're gonna leave the big slot for the blast effect battery, and we've got a dedicated defense slot here. If I remove the salvager, means we only get one more additional support slot. So yeah, it's looking like we only get 80 manpower per turn per ship, and we max out at 4 coordinators per fleet now. So that's just 320 manpower a turn. Yeah, no, it looks like we're gonna have to stick to the dedicated siege fleet setup. But it kick our finish. Terraform and alien crafting. Let's terraform. Actually, hold on. We drop down to content here. Okay, so we actually need some approval modifiers on this. Go colonial rights. Hey, Steel. Thank you. Colonial rights. That should give us 10 approval, so it brings us to 64. But we need more. Need more approval. Terraforms the forests. Pick up alien crafting. And then this one, terraform to atoll. It already has alien crafting, so I don't have to worry about that. And then this one, terraform to jungle. Burn the car. Bring that ship out. And then we do some op management again. Just merge this. So at Kikra, we've got 1 Harsham, 1 Zvali, 1 Kalgeros that are waiting. So let's transfer. Did Vijayana grow here? Forgot to check which tops grew. So we get 1 Harsham. We can transfer 1 Bagaba. We have many here anyway. Then 1 more Harsham. And then that brings us down to 5 each. Let's also move this Unfallen over. Actually, no, this is. Why do I have these guys on the temperate planet? What the hell? Okay, so 4 is going to be terraformed, so we should swap this Valley over. Need to keep 1 Craver there. Let's move this here for now. Move the Vajani pop there. The Harisham should be there, as well as this volley. And then now I can move the Bagaba over here. And the Unfallen. And then... these Harishams, let's move you over here. Move the Calgaras over here. And... I guess I could transfer this Craver over to the next system as well, but... the spaceport is busy, so we're gonna keep him here for now. Yeah, so just arranging them so that the ones that have a fertile bonus are actually on the fertile planets. And we're gonna get... Okay, if we're gonna get a Vadiani Pop Crow here... I guess I'm gonna just transfer that later. Lupus is still just on everything. Then over in Mira, since we have some pops headed over, we want to transfer some of these pops to the next system as well. Let's see, which ones do I have extra? We have one extra Calgaros. And then we have one extra Harisham. And one extra Unfallen. Transfer them over to Mintaka. And in Mintaka, we have this one Harisham that's extra. Harisham extra. Transfer to Botha. Actually, no. Botha is kind of full right now. Can't move any pops because we still have to colonize these planets. I'm kind of waiting on the terraform to be done so that we can colonize it in one turn. And over in Takim, these guys should be here for now. We don't want them sharing with the Cravers just yet. Destroy. There's like no good choice here for which one I want to deplete first. they're all bad for industry. 1, 2, 6, 2, 6, 3. Guess we deplete this one first. Then the Unfallen, I can't really put it anywhere else because there's no fertile planets yet. Yeah, and there's like no point transferring Unfallen from here over to the next planet either. Do we have any additional Deuvians? I do want to transfer some Deuvians. This one has just one. This one also just has one. Just one. We have a Deuvian over in Mira? Oh. No, we don't. Okay, attack them before they move. So they can't get away. Estra's been hacked. Let's do some sleeper reintegration there real quick. And let's deny this truce. And where did they retreat to? We can cut them off over in Forest. Cut them off over in Forest and then destroy their fleets. Okay, Genemos has been colonized. Nice. So we can now transfer some pops over. Also, Scorpius has been hacked. So let's attack them here. So it's a victory. Cool. Rayron's now level 19. do we even need anything else? Okay. Refill rate, shield capacity. So Ray Iron's not really leading a siege fleet. So we'll take the shield capacity and damage. And then let's decloak the siege fleet. We still have to attack some civilians. And there we go. One turn and we can consume Scorpius, get rid of it. I think the backdoor will disappear though if right, there's like no reason for me to hack from here then. Create the backdoor and then if I hack from here, I'm pretty sure the backdoor gets destroyed if I invade this. Oh well, whatever. Okay, we got extra Vadiani pop over in Mintaka. We want to transfer that over. Botha should have a Vadiani pop. And Tagim also has one. Estre does not have one. Does Polaris have one? Polaris does not have one. Mira has one. So I guess this one we want to transfer over to Mira. And then from Mira, we want to transfer the Vadiani over to Gikra. I don't think Gikra has. Oh, Gikra does have one. Okay. Transfer this over to Gikra because I'm pretty sure my inner systems do not have a Vadiani pop yet. So I want to transfer that over there, that side, so you can spread the bonuses. Perchini is full of Cravers right now. Lupus is fine. Polaris, yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's merge these two. So we're now waiting on one more ship. And then this is the fleet that Kren's gonna be using after we get rid of the Earthborn fleet that was over here. Okay, then for Genimos, drone networks, industrial. Okay, level 2 first. Level 2, so we have access to spaceport. And also approval. Drone network, Xeno Industrial, and previous sim camp. Predictive. Previous sim camp, predictive. Actually no. I want exotic rations first, since with sim camp that's gonna give us additional industry, and then predictive Bulbous. Also, since Shanimos is colonized now, we can start sending pops over from there. So we've got some extra pops here, so I want to start with the ones that I have the most of. Tikma, and then first Tikma, and then Bagaba. Sorry, Bagaba. Transfer that over to Shanimos. And from Yedix, I think I could transfer backward as well. Although I'm debating whether to pass it on to Yedix or to Viacaris. Because Viacaris already has like quite a few. But right, like the priority in Vacaris is actually the Craver pops because we need to deplete those planets. Because Yedix is almost depleted already anyway. Okay, for Botha, start terraforming this one to Arid. With this one, we'll colonize the Atoll planet, finally get access to additional antimatter and also more pop space. More pop space, and I think at this point as well, planetary makes sense. And then... Did I cancel something by accident or... No, I don't think I did. Here in the planetary... I guess 10 pops is enough to justify the planetary, and then we'll go Pervious Simcamp. Pervious Simcamp, exotic. We already have... Yeah, we already have predictive here. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. Hey, Mad Sean. Never played Craver, but curious how it feels like since I like to build empires and Cravers seem to focus on burning planets and move on. You can still build an empire with Cravers. It's just that your population micromanagement is a bit different since you're always constantly moving them around. If anything, Cravers are the ones that make more sense with what we define empires as. If you think of empires as like, you know, everything for the center, like you're expanding and you're taking resources and exploiting resources, populations for the benefit of the center, right? The Cravers are actually the closest one to that in terms of definition. But yeah, like the way they designed how you quote-unquote burn the planets down, which is depletion, is actually beneficial for you as the Cravers. It's not beneficial for everyone else, right? Like if anyone else takes a planet from the Cravers, it's crap because like they can't deal with the depletion normally. They have to like spec into behemoths to bring it back to normal. With Cravers, you actually want it depleted. But otherwise, like you're still expanding the same way you would with other factions. It's just that you have to pay closer attention to which planets specifically your populations are on. So fresh planets you want to have only Cravers, and then depleted planets you want to have just one Craver and then everyone else that you have, every other pop you have. For this, are there any more curiosities on this side of the galaxy? I have not seen yet. We have one in Berthus, so send my explorer over there. And then, is there any other thing I need to manage right now? Did I already? No, okay, so Gikra, I still need to move some pops over. Let's move a Harasham, 2 Harashams actually. And the Kalgeros goes up. Great. Do we have 2 Vidyani pops here or something? No, we only have 1. Okay. So the Harashams and the Kalgeros, let's move them over to Mira. Here is fine. Okay, thanks. Playing a bit of Mira's at the moment. It's gonna lurk a bit into your game and likes your vids. Thank you. Thanks for dropping by. You know a planet has extra freedom when it's depleted? The resources have been liberated. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Oh, that was. Oh, oh, yes! Someone got rid of the choir. Let's go. Who did it? I wonder who did it. Where did they transmigrate to, and how did they get eliminated? Actually, now. I did not expect that. I heard the elimination sound effect. I thought it was because I destroyed the last arc of the Vadyani, but I guess that means the Vadyani still have an arc somewhere. They have a mining probe here still. Don't tell me they were in GNY. No, surely not. That does mean I think that my approval will drop down by a bit. No, actually. It went up for Nekar. Gikra, I think, is just... Yeah, we need to terraform the rest of these planets sooner, just so we can get additional approval. The first to unlock the third population collection bonus level within your empire. That is plus 50% diplomatic pressure. Is kind of pointless for us since we're at war with everyone except the Nakalim, because I haven't met them yet. And so we're on war momentum, not on diplomatic pressure. Or got eliminated by Y2K Pro. I did not expect this. I don't know where they got eliminated in. I don't know who did it. But they must have transmigrated to somewhere far from me. Like very far. Right? Like somewhere in... actually, which... They were in the Big Alliance, right? So it must have been... Yeah, it must have been either the... Probably the Riftborn, right? Realistically, it's probably the Riftborn, so that means the choir transmigrated somewhere in the Riftborn's territory. So maybe in PSR, maybe, I don't know. But that's one annoyance dealt with. That means I don't have to worry about trying to force them to use their beacon constantly. Okay, with this one we don't have to worry about. Cravers BC. Are the Riftborn Apple because they're like their design is like sleeker or something? The Apple won because the Riftborn beat them? Beat the Umbrella Choir? Okay. Yeah, so once deniable operations is done, we'll edit our ships again. Also, I forgot to check the market. I think I missed... Yeah, I missed the turn where Lost Cities dropped down in price. Or increased in price, I think I was supposed to buy. But we'll wait for this to drop down, and then we'll buy some Lost Cities. Although, what we really need is Hydromiel. I don't know why no one has sold yet. Again. Transmine, I think I can... Nice. Okay, we can buy out the Transmine before the price increases. That gives us a bit of stock to work with. And then the blue cap, let's just sell 80 of these. Since I don't want to overcap, I think I'm earning... Yeah, I'm earning a lot of it very quickly. Hyperium... Hyperium, I can still wait for one more turn before we sell these. Stay under the hard cap. And then this one, we can now invade. So this one is a one planet system with just Hyperium. And as much as I would like to enslave some Riftborn pops right now, this system is just not valuable enough to justify it. We'll get the Riftborn pops over here since they have more pops over here anyway. So let's just consume this. And let's cloak our siege fleet and move on. Let's start and take Jundur. We're here. We got one more turn before this fleet is complete. Kren is still waiting for the Riftborn fleet over here to eliminate it. Then we'll send it back to probably Mira, or like we'll just have the fleets meet up so that they can swap ships. Is this one? I should have. Okay, in hindsight, I should have snuck in this colony first ahead of the Pulvis protection, but yeah, let's do that. Let's sneak that in so that we can get some pop space over here, so that we don't have any pops just floating in orbit. That's very risky. Turchini's full. Need to move pops there, or out of there rather. Let's move. Got 8 unfallen. Just waiting. Okay, so let's move 8 of them over to Nekar. Nekar is full. So I want to transfer some pops. Let's see. Harisham to Galgeros. Over to Gikra. And Gikra is also full. Let's transfer one Galgeros, one Zvali. I could have sworn this system was due to like produce a Vadiani pop, but I can't see where the extra is. I guess I can transfer the Craver pop here over to Mira. And then in Mira, I got a lot of extra Calgeros. Transfer these over to Mintaka. And in Mintaka, transfer. Okay. Let's see. These Harsham should be over here, but we'll get rid of one. And then let's get rid of one Calgeros and one Unfallen. Let's transfer those over to Botha. Even though it's full, but it should be not full once we get Botha 1 colonized. And then after that we could start transferring pops again to and from Botha. Takim is fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. It's full. Crap. We need to get rid of some unfallen pops here so that we can make space. Let's transfer them over to Estre. Estre does not have enough pop. I guess I should transfer some to Polaris as well. I can transfer one fallen over to Polaris. Then from no, I think that's good enough. Therma, somewhere 14 more turns for this one. We have a spare Bagaba. Want to move that out. The reason I'm moving that out is because this is a 2-planet system. So I'm keeping the populations of the slaves to be just one of each. We just don't have enough space in that system. So we need to move them out. Then this one is transferring over to Yedix. So in Yedix we need to make space. Let's see. Calgeros. One Calgeros. Calgeros. One Zvali. Gaba. Then something else. Can we transfer? And we're transferring to Viacaris. There's also a problem because we have too many pops. We have too many non-Cravers already on this system. Transfer some Harshams over to Animus. Yes. It's so awkward in terms of like where the populations are going right now. And this one, yeah, this one we also need to get rid of some pops to make some more space. So let's get rid of one Calgeros, one Bagaba, and one Caldigma. Transfer that all to Genimus as well. This one is... So we go to... We're terraforming to... we're terraforming to Arid. And then we need to terraform to jungle, and then we have to terraform again to Atoll before we colonize this. So it's gonna be a few more turns before we can transfer pops over to Airy. At least we're gonna get our trade clearing bureau done in the next turn. Raise the total amount does produce per turn in the galaxy. I beat the Lumeris in that somehow? Okay. Sure. Cool, I guess. I did not expect to beat the Lumeris in dust production, but apparently I did. Let's get the ship out here. Let's destroy this Riftborn fleet. Okay, did we have any Vodiani pups grow? No. Okay, so it looks like the change they did with the population, where if you generate like a multiple of 300 food, right? So let's say if you're generating 900 food per turn, you get 3 pops instead of just 1. I guess the way they implemented it is that it generates the same pop like multiple times. So I'm getting excess of specific pops, which kind of sucks in terms of managing the populations and like which populations I'm getting the most of. Like, I don't need any more Unfallen Calgeros and Harshans. We don't need this many. We need more of the others. I'm running out of space to like throw the excess pops in. Okay, let's terraform this. And then let's sneak a colonization over here just so we have some space. Because this system is about to fill up, actually. So that terraform over in Botha. We can start terraforming this other planet. Wait, no, we have already been terraforming it, right? Terraform the jungle. And actually, now that we have space, we want to keep all the Cravers on the same planet. First to deplete this. And then let's move everybody else over here. We have 1 extra Diluvian here. We want to move that out because we don't have gas giants here. So that means we only want 1 Diluvian just so the system benefits from the collection bonus. And then let's move to Unfallen. Actually, no, let's just move 1 Unfallen. 1 Unfallen and 1 Calgeros out. I guess I can transfer them to Polaris. They're gonna get the Diluvian again over here, which is fine, I guess, since that system does have a gas giant. So, we're preparing to populate that system, or that planet with Diluvians when it's depleted. Yeah, it's fine. terraforming already. And then over on Airy, we need to terraform. Wrong selection. We need to terraform this one. Jungle. Okay, they've got an economic behemoth. That's fine. We can get rid of that. Can absolutely destroy it. Hopefully they just leave. And decloak the ship. It's a lot of civilians dead. Okay. One turn. Yeah, burn 1,810 manpower in one turn. Bring them down all the way to 0. This was the issue that I was thinking of. Why I was debating whether or not to put the siege or the A2S slugs on my combat fleet. Is just because like my combat fleet's setup right now, if I gave them the siege modules, would only be able to siege down 320 manpower a turn. Compared to having a dedicated siege fleet, where this system that has 1,500 manpower, I can get rid of it in one turn. So that's kind of my main bottleneck right now, which is kind of why I'm just expanding leisurely. It's just straight up because I need more siege fleets and I'm just not capable of like building that many of them very quickly. Although I think at this point I could just start taking them in my other systems. Oh, actually, hold on. Since I did get my my advanced coordinator hulls, I should have done this earlier. Although, I mean, it only slaps in like one additional, so that's just plus 40. It's not that big of a difference, I guess. But we can sneak that in. Yeah, we can sneak that in after the terraform over here. Kikra still has a lot of stuff he wants to do. Over in Yedix, over in Yedix, I guess I can start doing siege ships in as well. I could even do it before the punctuated evolution. We're not really going for a science victory anyway, and I don't think I'm behind on science. I think shouldn't be. So it's fine. We're gonna get our trade clearing bureau next turn, so we should. Yeah, I have enough dust to set up the tax on top of it. Okay, Karis, I need to start queuing things behind the Pulvis production here. This is the first Craver pop on. This is the only Craver pop on this. Oh god. Okay, we need to deplete the system or the planet that has the Guardian, since I can't move that pop, so we want to deplete this one first. Pigma over here. Let's put this Valley over on the Monsoon or the Savannah planet. Calgara's over there as well. Gava over there. And Fallen over there as well. Okay. This planet setup should be fine. And then after Pulvis, we kind of have enough pops, so let's do the planetary into Impervious, Simcamp, and Exotic. I think I already built. Yeah, since I'm building Pulvis production already, that means I already built Predictive. So build these in order to raise up the industry even more. And then the system actually has antimatter, so I should queue up Miners Union and Expanded Mines right after. don't particularly need the food improvements right now just because I can get additional pops from somewhere else. It's like I said earlier, we're like overflowing and pops already that I don't want of that many of in the first place. So if we need more pops over in this system, we'll just drag them from somewhere else. So we don't have to take the food right away. Yeah. Let's check the market. Still no one selling hydromiel. Reckon. Lost Cities I think is gonna increase in price soon, although I can't really buy that many of it. How many should I have? I'm generating Lost Cities? How? From where? Excuse me? Where the Where am I generating it from? What? What? Okay, that's weird. I don't know where I'm generating the Lost Cities from, but I mean, if I'm... because it's not listed here in my trade company. But okay, I mean, if you're telling me I have a source of it somewhere, even though it's like 0.1. Probably need more than that actually, but since we don't have hydromiel anyway, there's like no point in me buying it right now. Just go next turn. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Oh, that was their last arc. Okay. That was in fact their last arc. What's the Kautikma bonus again? Plus 10 approval on systems or Kautikma. Okay, so we get an additional 10 approval. We are starting to lose our approval bonus because factions are getting eliminated one by one. I think at this point, I guess I'm just gonna say hi to them and declare war.
What are you thinking?
Just so we have a bit more, a bit more buffer on our system approval. So that should put me at 200 again. But yeah, this is the classic diplomacy screen of Cravers. Just declare war on everybody. This is how you manage approval. Okay, let's sell some Hyperium. And this one is gonna put us at 970, 981. We can sell this next turn. Oh right, before I forget, I should have done this very first thing, start of this turn. Crank that up so we get our extra dust for every transaction. And then yeah, their alliance is shrinking because members are getting eliminated one by one. Okay, you are a system governor. Yeah, I realized I should have probably taken... Wait, no, this is health. I thought it was like system manpower. No, it's just health. We don't have to take that. Okay. Near and Yedix just grew a ton. Yedix grew 4 Cravers. Okay, we want to transfer those Cravers over to somewhere else that needs Cravers. And Genimos is full. Okay. I guess we have to colonize them on it real quick. Okay, let's sneak that in ahead of... Oops. My mouse double clicking. Ah! Okay. There we go. sneak that in after in Xeno Industrial just so we can have space for more pops. It doesn't mean I can't transfer anymore to Genimos for now. It exists full. Okay, this system or this planet's depleted. It should not have this many Cravers on it. Okay, 2 turns. We have 1 extra. Oh, we have 2 extra Cravers here actually. So let's get rid of you. Yeah, 2 turns. This one's depleted. Already have enslaved there. Minus 320 from slave drivers, but we also have plus 476 from planet. I don't remember what's giving the 476 per planet. Like that seems massive. Like where the hell is that coming from? I don't remember what I got that's giving me plus 476 from planet, but thanks I guess. Let's transfer these Cravers over to Viacaris since that's a fresh system. We still need to deplete that. I guess with Genimos I can... No, I think I'll just hold the pops until we can colonize Airy, and then we'll transfer from Genimos and Nair over to Airy. Sirma is 12 more turns before depletion. Also, we have extra Zvalis over here. We need to transfer them. Transfer them over to Gikra because I think we have enough Zvali over on that side. So that means from Gikra we're gonna have to transfer some pops again. For now we need to get rid of all of the excess Calgeros here. We still have more. Okay. Transfer them over to Mira. In the car. Actually, no. Let's check Lupus because I think, yeah, Lupus we grew some pops extra. So that's that extra Bagaba. We're going to transfer over to Chirchini. Transfer the Harasham. And the Unfallen. Over to Nekar. Transfer Azvali. Harasham. And where am I transferring? Harasham's an Unfallen. I guess we transfer an Unfallen to keep the numbers. Over to Gikra. And then from Gikra. Right, we're already transferring from Gikra to Mira. From Mira, we want to get rid of... You need to be here. Let's get rid of 2 Harashams. And then... It's like a pop that I haven't spread yet. Over here on this side. We actually don't have Bagaba over in Mintaka, okay? So we need to transfer Bagaba over Mintaka. Then from Mintaka, we have an excess of Calgeros and Harashams. Transfer them over to Botha. From Botha, we have Unfallen and Calgeros. We want to transfer over to Polaris. Yeah, sure. Then over here, let's move the Diuvian over here first. And from Takim, Takim I think is still fine in terms of space. Estre has nothing but Unfallen in it. We need to fix that later. We're definitely reaching the point where my pops are just growing way too fast. And like, I don't even want to use the feeding pits because I have the feeding pits. I don't want to use it because Yeah, I get rid of the pop, but then my food is gonna grow even faster. Or I might just get the pop back anyway. Okay, we have our blast effect battery now, so I am gonna edit those hulls. First off, carrier hull. Let's put our blast effect battery in, and we have just the basic squadrons right now. Let's do that. 2 bombers and 1 interceptor. And then for our defense modules, we have 3 slots. And then 3 support modules. So we're gonna do... What do we do here? Anti-cloaker? Because I'm thinking of my fleet, like the modules on my fleet overall. We don't have anti-cloakers attached to the hero ships. And we also don't have it on the coordinator, so yeah. I think we're gonna have to put an anti-cloaker on the carrier and then engines. That's gonna be our carrier design. Then for the hunter class that just got upgraded, let's see. Blast effect battery, and then wait, hold on. What was my orientation again? I think it was like 3 beams. Something like that. And then for the support modules, support modules, let's go. We need the jammers. Never actually tried using either of the jammers and the lancers. They did change it so that they kind of count as engines. They give 4 movement. I feel like the antimatter engine just beats them out in terms of, because you have evasion and then movement, obviously. I could just make the hunter ships tanky. Kinda tanky. Because we have 4 defense slots. I could put on enhancers. Actually, can you put 1 of each? Oh, you can. You can put 1 of each. So those 2 and then engines, and then we only have 2 defense slots, but then my ships would be very squishy. Nah, screw it. I think we'll just go like that. A very tanky hunter class ship. That kind of works. It's expensive on the strategics though. For sure. So one of these things is gonna eat like a lot of antimatter. I don't want to put the annihilator beam just because it's so expensive on industry cost. It's ridiculous. I say that, but then I also just put blast effect battery on, so it's like 1200. You know what? I can't really think of any other module slot either. I don't want to put like cloakers on these things because I'm gonna have multiple of them in the fleet. So I'd have multiple cloakers, which is kind of a waste. Yeah, I think I'll just make them tanky. And then for the coordinator class, is gonna just be nothing but support modules probably. So blast effect battery, of course, and then let's see all the support models we can fit in here. Enhancers, we don't want anti-cloaker because that's a waste if every coordinator had one. Putting in the lenser will mess up the movement. Basically, the movement's gonna be wasted. Right, since the fleet moves at the speed of the slowest ship. So if these things got faster than the other ships, like, it would be kind of pointless. Flotilla shields. Put in the salvager. I can kind of afford the adamantium cost of it now since we have a decent supply. That said, I don't really know if I need that much more dust. Hey Oreo, Leisure, and Cravers Society, get back to her. Get to the feed. Yeah, we're definitely not expanding as fast as you'd think Cravers would. I think we'll skip on the adamantium salvager. I think at this point I don't really need that much more dust. I think. Let's get a damage bonus proportional to their current manpower as a percentage of their maximum manpower. Ship as a minimum. It's 20% damage bonus. Shrapnel modules help eliminate opponents' bonuses and improve boarding pods. I've never tried these, actually. Oh, we still have one more support slot. What do we fit in? What do we fit in here? Repair bots? I guess a repair bot would be fine. Or we can double up on the flotilla shield. Or yeah, maybe we could just go and put the salvager anyway, even though I don't need that much more dust. Could help with buyouts, so. And then for defense slots, it's a good thing these are not exclusive, or these are not shared. And then we've got double slugs. Black flare 32. So since their job is mainly screening, I actually go with the titanium slugs, even though technically in terms of DPS the unstable slugs are better. Just because we get more flak from these. So it actually helps with their role of screening against torpedoes and squadrons. And with that, also I need terraform here apparently. Let's get the steps so that we can get some industry out of that planet. And let's invade. Okay, even with the draft, we managed to take that system very easily. Get some Pistis pops and Riftborn pops. Now this system actually is worth taking compared to this one over here. Of course they put a singularity on this thing. Okay. Now we upgrade our ships since this is our territory. I'm probably gonna have to get rid... Excuse me. Probably gonna have to get rid of Taurus. Just so this system can generate influence. Because if it's under the under someone else's sphere, yeah, we get a penalty on influence production. Oh my god. That's a lot of antimatter and orichalcus. Oh shit. Wait. We can't even afford the upgrade. Okay. Maybe we cancel. Oh, we can't cancel them. They're already in the queue. God damn it. Okay. We need more strategics then. We can upgrade this. I probably don't even need to upgrade the siege fleet just yet anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll upgrade these later because the expense is way too high. Let's just send this guy over so that Kren can get his new fleet. And oh, this is level 4 already? What the hell? Did they use... They used basic. They used basic. They used Transvine and everything. What the hell? I mean... Okay, if the Riftborn did that, then that's actually good for me. If most of their systems over here are level 4, and they did triple Transvine on their system modernization, they actually kind of want like the Riftborn systems then. That's actually good for me. Okay. That means we can get autonomous administration on this thing. Cool. They did do Edenization on a lot of these. Okay, let's save as many Epistis pops as we can, shall we? Nice, we can save most of them. So from Junder, let's transfer them over to Polaris, I guess would be... Although I guess I don't think the civilian ships will take the open space route. They probably won't since there's Fog of War. So I think they're gonna go all the way around. So maybe transfer them over to Estra. And then we'll start spreading the Epistis over from Estra. As for the Riftborn, at least these guys don't get... they don't starve out. So I don't have to worry about them disappearing on me. We'll keep the remaining Epistis on the sterile planet. And then let's slam the Riftborn over on the gas giant. And over here as well. And let's take... We can keep the Edenization here. Since this is temperate, or this is a gas giant anyway. It's not hot. So we can't use Geo-Industrial. We'll keep Geo-Industrial on this one for now. This one I do want to change to Alien Grafting. As well as this one. And then... wait, what do we need here? Let's do Pulvis first. Let's do Pulvis first into... Terraform? Terraform to Arid. You can do the Terraform first actually. Since that's done in one turn. Well, actually, this one's also in 1 turn, but yeah. And then we don't have to. The approval here is gonna go up over time anyway. Ownership. Although I guess it's not that high. No, it should be, yeah, this should be ecstatic once the ownership is full, so I don't need to build colonial rights or well-being foundation here. So I think after Pulvis, we just build the National Museum so we get influence, and then get our autonomous administration. It's probably the way to go. And then from here, yeah, we can't upgrade these. So the siege ships, I'm not gonna bother upgrading because it's not really gonna make much of a difference in terms of what manpower I'm sieging on the systems over here. I don't think there's a system here that has like 2,000 manpower, so I think the siege fleet will be fine even unupgraded. The combat fleet though, we just can't really afford it right now. That's quite a lot. So let's just move on to Taurus. We'll get rid of the system, and then we'll move over to Nis. Let's do some combat here though. And they've got fleets that are headed in here. Ah, crap, wait. We need to send these guys back. Okay, Mercurite. Actually, no, hold on. How much Mercurite? I'm generating 8 Mercurite a turn. So I guess it's fine that I miss out on this one. It's not... Yeah, it's an average deposit as well, so... Yeah, we'll just get rid of the system entirely. We're not gonna take it. Or maybe I should. Maybe I should. Yeah, we're going for Conquest Victory. Maybe I should take it anyway. Even though it's not the best looking system. Probably just take it. Okay, one of the ships are gone. There should be 2 ships here. I don't know where the other one went to. So I guess we'll just keep combat fleet over here since we do have a hero ship on its way. No, actually, that's just a hero ship. That's fine. I'll just move on here. Then this ship, when it gets here, is gonna get eaten alive by this one, or this fleet rather. Any more pops I need to transfer? Someone still needs to colonize. 2 more turns before this one is depleted. Right, I need to check on depletion on the other planets. 2 turns for that one. 5 turns. 10 turns. This one is 11 turns. 5 turns. 12 turns. 11. 51. Yeah, the gas giants are gonna take ages to deplete. We don't have enough Cravers here. Yeah, this one just needs space. I can move pops over. Yeah, gender is our latest system. Right, I was hacking... I guess we can hack directly to Nis, although I feel like We're just gonna get the blackout. We might just get a system blackout though. It's not ideal. I have to destroy this just so the system doesn't get sieged down, because they might take it back right away. So we need to get rid of them. And then we fly back to protect our siege fleet. Well, I say that, we don't really have to. We can't attack though. So that means we can't invade this. We can blockade it though. But 5 sun star system. Oh, cool. It's a minor pop quest done. Churchini. Again, 2 extra Cravers. We need to move them over to Nekar. Siege ship done. Okay, since we have pops moving over from Churchini, we need to transfer some pops again. One Fallen, one Agaba. Transfer that to Gikra. Need to fight this. Gonna have to stop making sea ships because the sea ships also cost antimatter. So we need to save up the antimatter in Orichalcix so that we can upgrade our combat fleets right now. So I guess we're back to trying to improve this system. Let's terraform that to jungle. And then I guess we can build Craver Dark Ops since we're building ships from this system anyway. And also, you know, let's do Craver Dark Ops first and then terraform to jungle. And then cosmetic genetics. Or no, we let the terraforming finish first and then we'll put in cosmetic genetics after so that we get more space. Pop space. So Gikra. We don't have a Vodiani pop over on this side yet, right? Yeah, we don't, actually. So we need to transfer a Vodiani pop. Yeah. From here in Gikra, we want to transfer that to Nekar. Since we already have one Vodiani pop here, we don't need more than that. Pick up our food. Okay. Guess I just have this guy on auto explore at this point, since the role is kind of done since the Umbral Core got eliminated. Let's sell these blue cap before we overcap. And still no one selling Hydromiel until now. So my systems are really just stuck. At this point, I guess I could cancel lower fleet costs for now since I'm not building ships. Since we are trying to save for whatchamacallit, we're trying to save for the upgrades of our combat fleets. So we can cancel lower fleet costs, and we still can't afford to assert them without canceling spoils of war. I don't want to cancel spoils of war because of the 10% upkeep reduction. Because right now our upkeep is there's no easy check for like how much are all of our upkeep discounts, because so we have this, which is 10%, and we have big fleets minus 25%, so we're at minus 35%. And then I believe in tech we should have another, so we have minus 60. We have minus 60% upkeep costs on fleets right now. Does this one have? No, this one does not have an additional decrease. Is there any other source of upkeep cost reduction? Doesn't look like it. But we can get it to minus 60% upkeep cost reduction, basically. Or right now, at least, I think it's already minus 60%. So, plus 602.3 from consumed territory. What the f? So that's what that's what Scorpius gave? Okay. So we have to get rid of this hero ship before we can invade Taurus. At this point, I should probably just take Mizar, actually. Since it's a 5-planet system, it's another system towards conquest victory. No, the hero ship left. Well, I mean, if he left, then I can just invade this now. For free. Oh, we got Elo. Nice. Okay, that's another pop that we don't have. Right? Yeah, it's another pop we don't have, so we want to spread that out. No, why didn't they level 4 this yet? We only got level 3 on this, no. Okay, let's save all the Elo pops we can. Nice. Put the Riftborn on the sterile planet. Then from Taurus, you can transfer them over to Junder. Then from Junder, I think I want to transfer 3 of the business. We'll just leave 1 over here. And then the rest of the slots on Spaceport, we will transfer some Riftborn over. 15% industry. Wormhole travel consumes only half of a ship's remaining movement points. Actually, okay. We'll transfer them over to Estre, and then yeah, the civilian ship is using the star lane. Yeah, I have a feeling Jinder's just gonna get blacked out. Yeah, let's cloak the siege fleet and then send them over to Nis. Just to prepare. Then Kren. Let's take the additional damage fleet. So we're not gonna uncloak this until the combat fleet is over here. Hopefully they don't have detection. Right here, right? Wow, this system is valuable. It has like 5 luxuries and a third. Okay. It's a very valuable system. Okay, Surma. Surma has 1 extra on Fallen. You want to get rid of that. And what do we build here? Bunker. Bunker, sim camp, and then exotic for the industry. And then after that, so what do we build here? You don't need to build infinite right now since we're doing fine on approval. We're not building ships yet. We're not building ships again just yet. I guess with terraform. Terraform just the steps. That's 2,000. This one wants Atoll. We'll do the Atoll first since that gives... Actually, no. The steps gives more industry. Technically. Yeah. More industry per pop. Then let's see advanced fighter. Then I think we got more support modules, so we can replace the titanium enhancer with the Mantian one. Actually, I'm gonna have to redo this. Hold on. let's redo this design. We've got a lot of support modules that are newly available. So we want the repair bot. We want the enhancer. We want the shrapnel. Double engine. And the flotilla shield. Yeah. I think that's how we're gonna do it. And then I think for the Hunter class we don't really need to... Yeah, we don't need to change this. This one should only just be the advanced strike fighter. Yep. So we've got a ship here. A colonization ship. Is it gonna try to... It might try to go for Scorpius, so... I think I'll keep this fleet over here just to intercept the colony ship. And just have it turn away, and then we'll go follow up in this. In the meantime, let's turn this into alien grafting. We'll keep exoscience until we terraform this out of being Arctic. And we'll do Pulvis. Pulvis terraform, I guess. Actually, Pulvis National Museum and then terraform. Yeah, that's the plan. Am I missing anything? Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna colonize Mizar now since they revealed... The Horatio revealed Orichalcix there. We're gonna take that. Yeah, it's a 5-planet system as well, so it's gonna be additional pop space for all of the excess pops that I have right now. Should probably take Altair at some point as well, although it's pretty far from... Yeah, it's so much closer to them and it's far from me. This one is like... It's far from me technically, because there's no star lanes, but at least it's like... I can jump from open space over here. As soon as like I reveal this area. Okay, 5 more turns. We're building the hive wall here. Craver Dark Ops, I guess. We're still holding, yeah, we're still holding pops before we can transfer over to Airy. And this one's gonna have space since it's gonna colonize this fourth planet over here. Okay, this one is depleted, so I need to move all the Cravers over to... Okay. Actually, no, all of this is depleted already. Okay, time to transfer some Craver Pops, so we'll move 4 of them to Viacaris. Because definitely, like, this system needs to be depleted. So we'll transfer from here. We'll just leave 1 Craver, basically. Transfer from Vicaris over here. Surma's doing fine. Not to touch that. Over here. Depleted. 3 more turns before we transfer the Cravers over to Picret 2. This guy should be here. 6 more turns. 9 more turns. Uh, 10 turns. Okay. This guy should be here. Should not be enslaving that pop just yet. 8 more turns to deplete this. Craver Pop needs to be on the gas giant. Talk him. Estre. So Estre's gonna have like a whole bunch of pops coming in a few turns. Actually, I think I need to pass some more pops again. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Transfer pops to Genimos. From Genimos. From Genimos we are actually gonna lose pops, so I have to move these guys out. We're running out of food here. So from Genimos, let's transfer them over to Yedix. Transfer them back. Okay, so Mizar 1 is the planet that has Orichalcix. It's a poor deposit though. I guess we'll just use this for the fact that it's a 5-planet system. It's a double gas giant, which kinda sucks, but we do have Deovian pops anyway, so I can populate those. I'll probably move one of the terraforming behemoths over to terraform it entirely. From Yedix, we're already transferring Cravers over to Viacaris. From Viacaris, I think I'm gonna transfer some pops out So let's go Harsham Bagaba. Double Harsham Bagaba. Transfer these over to Gedix. From Surma, we don't have to do much. From Surma. Lupus, I think, is already one of everything. Yeah. Don't have to worry about Lupus too much. For Churchini, we got a lot of extra Bagaba over here. We want to transfer those. Transfer them over to Nekar. And from Nekar, let's transfer one of each of the excess. Over to Gikra. From Gikra, let's see, two Kalgeros, one Harasham. Transfer these over to Mira. From Mira, transfer one Kalgeros, one Harasham, and I think I have... No, I thought I had like a spare Fujiani Pop here. Don't. Let's transfer those to Mintaka. Then from Mintaka, transfer two Harashams and one Kalgeros. Harashams, one Kalgeros over to Botha. Yep. And then from Botha, I don't remember what pops I transferred over to Polaris. We've got two Unfallen, one Kalgeros headed over there. We already have 3 Deviants. I think we have an excess of the Deviants. Although we already have the Deviants over until Mira, I think. Right? No, we don't. Mintaka? Do we have a Deviant here? Yeah, we do. Okay. So from Polaris, I think I have to transfer 2 Deviants back. I have to transfer 2 Deviants back because we need to get Deviants over on this side of my territory because we don't have Deviants over there. And then one Unfallen, I guess. This one is just really awkward because it's like so isolated from the other systems. So I have to like send them back and then pass them all over on this side, and then from Estre I think we can transfer over to Jundor. And so actually from here, I think I don't transfer to Polaris. Got 2 Unfallen, 1 Kalgeros. We already have Unfallen and Kalgeros over here and a Deluvian. So I think we want to transfer... If we're going to transfer to Polaris, we have to transfer something that they don't have yet. I say that we transfer like 2 Kalgeros and the Harasham over. Well, I guess if we're getting more Harashams and Unfallen over on this system anyway, then it's fine to keep 1 Deluvian. And we'll just transfer... just transfer 1 more Kalgeros. Since that Kalgeros is just gonna get replaced anyway. So we want to keep the Deluvian over here. Wait, this system actually has 2 Deluvians, so I need to transfer one of these guys over to Takim, I guess. Okay, maybe no. Maybe we transfer this to Takim instead of Polaris. Then from Polaris, yeah, we actually bring out the Uvian. The Uvian and the Unfallen over to Botha, and then we'll just redistribute that. And then from Takim, there's not much redistributing I need to do here. 2 Unfallen over to Estre, and then from Estre we can actually send 3 Unfallen over to Jundor. Jundor, over here. And then this one, I already have the spaceport set up. Over here as well, okay. Plus 2% dust on Empire Governor assigned. What? It's the first time I've seen that quest. What the hell? Into victory. Morale bonus plus 50%, not really a useful module for heroes. Unless I'm using, yeah, I'm not using the Overseer or Counselor heroes. So I don't have enough support slots for the morale bonus thing. Yeah, I can't really compete with Lumeris. It's kind of late for me to compete with Lumeris. I had to like dump dust on this if I want to compete with them. And I don't want to have another case of like accidentally winning by economic victory like we did with the Volters. So I don't want to go too ham on the trade company upgrade. I need to sell this because we're gonna cap out on blue cap. 62. Okay. Send the hero level 10 to the marked curiosity. Over in the... Okay, so I have to send like... We send a fleet over. I want to siege down this already, but like... We have some Riftborn ships headed over to Taurus. They might take the system back. So I have to keep the fleet over here just to block any attempt. Okay, Nis is hacked. Let's see if we can steal something that I actually want here. Quantized, not really. Astro Finance, not really. Optimized Logistics, nope. Ultra Tough. Damage. Technology. I'm gonna declare war on the Academy at some point anyway, since I want to see if the game considers them a minor faction or a major faction for the purposes of Jingo's Joy. I'm just not declaring war on them right now because I don't want to have to deal with their fleets that have carriers like flying over to me. So I want to declare war on them when I'm actually ready to fight their fleet. They don't have anything that I want to steal, bro. Man, I guess we can do scanners just so I can see where their fleets are. Okay. So they've got a behemoth. The military behemoth that's headed back to Jundor. They have so many behemoths, what the hell? They have a military behemoth over here. They have 2 scientific behemoths over in PSR. They've got an economic behemoth over here. Why do they have so many behemoths, dude? Right? Yeah, I don't think I can send this fleet over to Nis and then attack and then send it back to Taurus to deal with this fleet, so I think I have to stay here. Okay, we got the population growth of Vadiani, so we need to transfer that. So that's on both. Do we have Vadiani Pops and Takim? Yes, we do. We don't have one in Estre. We should have one over here in Taka. And I think we have one in Mira as well. And I think Gekra has one. Gekra should have one, yeah. Does Nekar have one? Okay, Nekar should have one, it's just full. So the Vadiani Pop over here in Botha, I think I want to transfer it down over to Takim. And then I think we'll also transfer a Calgeros Pop and a Deuvian Pop over to Takim. And then from Takim, I'll transfer the Vadiani Pop and Takim once the Vadiani Pop from Botha makes it there. This is just one of the pops we have to keep track of. We want to make sure we don't have more than one Vadiani per system. And over in Yedix, okay, this one is depleted, so we transfer all of the Cravers over. Right, all of these are already depleted, so we transfer some more Cravers over to Viacaris. And from Viacaris, let's transfer actually, hold on. Right, we were gonna take Mizar, right? So I need to make a colony ship. We're gonna take Mizar, and then some of the pops, extra pops that I have over here, we'll transfer it over to Mizar. The only issue is, like, I need to terraform this first. So maybe I don't build this. Yeah, we don't build it yet. Let's do Craver Dark Ops. We don't have to worry about approval. For some reason, this system just has, like, a crap ton of approval. Yeah, the only thing this system needs to do now is just make ships, but I don't want to make too many right away because we're still waiting on the Orichalcix to upgrade our fleets. How much more do I need here? 40? I could buy it. I have enough dust, I think, that I can just buy it if I wanted to. Because I'm earning... Yeah, we're not earning that much right now, so I think I have to buy it if I want to upgrade my ships. We'll wait for one more turn since this is going to be a price drop. Same with the antimatter, actually. So we'll wait for the price drop, then we'll buy the antimatter and the Orichalcix we need to upgrade our fleets. Chinimos is colonized, so we want to start rearranging pops over here. Which one do I want to deplete first? I think I want to deplete the desert first, and then we can transfer the Harashims over once it's depleted and enslave them on it. So let's move these pops over here. So we don't want to enslave them while it's being depleted. And Botha, do one more terraform over to Atoll before we colonize it, just in time. And then Airy needs one more terraform, and then we can colonize it with the the colony ship that's been parked here for God knows how long. It's been there for ages. And then let me double check again on our pops that we need to move. So this is probably like the only thing I don't like about playing Cravers, even though they're my favorite faction, is just how many times you're gonna, over the course of the game, how many times you're going to check your systems constantly for like do I need to move these pops over now, or can I wait for a few more turns? Because that's definitely what's eating most of our time. I think I have enough pops here that I can just hold onto them and move them over to area once that's colonized. But we're not gonna transfer from there. Over in Genimos though, I think. Or maybe I do move some pops here. Do we have... Okay, what are the pops we have here? We have a Kaltikma, we have Kalgeros, we have Bagaba, Arsham. We don't have Zvali. We don't have Svali, we don't have Unfallen. So I think I want to transfer Fallen and Svali. And I think that's it, right? Arsham, Bagaba, Kaltikma, Eros, Unfallen's Valley. Yeah. So we want to transfer those over to Genimos, just so the Genimos has like an almost complete set of what pops we have currently. Over in Yedix, we still need to unload. Okay, this one's still unloading. So we've got the 4 Cravers over headed to Viaqueras. And then over here I think we can hold pops until Eri is colonized. Then we can transfer from Vicaris over to Eri. Surma. Surma we don't have to bother with right now. Lupus. It's 2 more turns before pop grows, although we have an extra Harisham here for some reason. We want to transfer that. So with 2 planet systems, it's easy because like I just have to make sure all of the other pops are just one copy of each. Over in Churchini, I think I move 1 Unfallen, 1 Svali, 1 Bagaba. Over to Nekar. Then with Nekar, let's transfer 1 Arisham, 1 Unfallen, another Harisham, I think. And nice, we're growing pops over here again. Let's move the Vadyani over to the depleted planet where it can be enslaved. Transfer this to Gikra. Then from Gikra, again, we're full. Which pops do we need to transfer? We can transfer a Zvali, Harisham, and another Zvali. Oh, we're actually mutinous now. What the... Bruh, hold up. We're actually hitting mutinous now. And yet somehow we're still producing enough food. Okay. Even with the mutinous penalty, this system is just actually beast with with how much food it's producing. Okay. We don't have to worry about that. Although ideally I want to push this up back to ecstatic. How do we do that? How do we get approval back on this system? I don't want to put propaganda because that's not really gonna give much. Yeah, why is it so low? Minus 50 from overpop. I guess we just need more. Yeah, we need other sources of approval here. If I can get it to level 3, actually, If I can get it to level 3, I wouldn't be having an issue. But like, no one is selling their hydromiel on the market. There's nothing here. It's been how many turns? No one has sold their hydromiel yet. Okay, over in Nira. The Emerald Core pop is like having a hard time growing. I guess when you have this much diversity in your empire, it's very hard to grow. Or it's very hard to cycle through which pops grow. And then also, in addition to, you know, the change they did with population growth, where you can get 3 pops a turn, I guess they kept it simple and you just get 3 of the same pop that's queued up. And so you get these really unbalanced distributions of pops in your systems when you get that much food. It just makes it a bit hard to like make sure all of your pops are growing. Let's transfer Cravers. Cravers over here should be here. Arsham on this side. This one is terraforming. Guess we can sneak in Craver Dark Ops before we terraform again. Then from Botha, we're already transferring over to Takim Polaris. Actually, since we have double gas giant here, this system is going to be mostly Diluvians, which means all of the non-Diluvian pops I kind of want to be just one of each. So we have to transfer these guys back out over to Botha and then just redistribute them over to the next systems. Over here, we don't have to distribute anything. Estre, I guess we could transfer one Unfallen over to Jundur. And then from Jundur, we've got 4 Elo. We want to transfer 3 Elo over and then some Riftborn pops over to Estre. And then with Taurus, transfer 3 Elo and then 1 Riftborn to Jundur. And we'll basically just pass on the Riftborn all the way until we get Riftborn on all of our systems. Okay. This fleet is not moving. I'm like expecting it to show up at Taurus already, so I can attack it. At 32, still far from having that. Hyperium, I think I need to spend it. Ministry of Truth. Okay, this is this one I actually want to build just because we're at war with everyone already. I think I'm gonna have to buy a whole chunk of Orichalcix. I'm not gonna wait for the price drop anymore, I think. Let's find the... Actually, what else does it give? It gives approval, right? Hold on. 40 manpower, 40 system manpower per turn. Plus an approval per heroes assigned to a fleet. Plus 5% FIDZ for empires at war. I guess we look at the one that has like is having approval issues right now, right? Which is Kikra. Yeah, considering it's unhappy at the moment, and at some point we're gonna have a very significant approval penalty here since 3 is already almost depleted. At some point we're gonna be enslaving, what's my 45 minus 5, we're gonna be enslaving 40, so we're gonna have a minus 400 approval penalty over on this system at some point, right? I think we want to prepare for that. Let's build the Ministry of Truth here. It's also, I think, my most valuable 5-planet. It's my only 5-planet system, I think. Yeah. So, I think it makes sense that we build this here. We're gonna need the approval bonus. And also the percent FIDC increase is gonna be applied to like 5 planets worth of pops. Okay, our fleet command is increased. We can actually fit our carrier in now. That said, do I have enough resources to upgrade this now? No, I'm missing antimatter. But I think we can just get that in a few turns, yeah. Just get that in a few turns, and then I think we also get enough dust to upgrade. So one of our fleets is gonna get fully upgraded. Obviously it's the one that Rayon has. For our tactics, at this point in the game, I think I'm fine not using take trophies anymore. It's nice to stack this with the law, with the Spoils of War Act, but since I'm almost at like my final fleet composition, I think I want like more like an actual battle tactic that's not just, you know, get some extra dust. I'm still probably gonna use this for like if I know that I'm just gonna overpower the opponent's fleet. But for larger fights, I need like an actual battle tactic. Since most of my damage dealers are long ranged, we want one that's like plus 3% damage at long range per enemy ship on ships. This is actually fine. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take barrage fire. You're the proud. Actually, hold on, let's get rid of some of these. So we'll keep take trophies, and then we'll take barrage fire. Sort of some of the other long range battle tactics we want. Hey, hello killer. How's the Cravers going? Doing fine. We're just chilling. We're taking our time. Although we're definitely taking way more time than I would like, but that's just how Cravers are played most of the time, when you're trying to make sure you're enslaving the right pops. As wild as that sentence sounds. I always feel like I'm behind the Cravers. Yeah, they're a bit like, you have to be, how do you say this? Like, you have to like keep track of your pops. You have to always be on top of like micromanaging your pops, because if you slip up on your pop micromanagement, you will definitely feel the loss in FIDC. Basically babysitting simulator. Yeah, pretty much. And I think I mentioned this in one of the earlier streams, but when it comes to how every faction approaches population micromanagement, For the Horatio, it's optional. Or no. For the Horatio, it's recommended. For all of the other factions, it's optional. For the Cravers, it's mandatory, right? Yeah, you have those. You have that. Like for every other factions, population micromanagement is like not something you have to focus on if you don't want to. For the Horatio, it's recommended because that's where they get most of their power spike from. For the Cravers, it's mandatory because if you don't do it, it's gonna be, as you say, you're gonna feel the loss in Fidzy when you don't do it. So you have to kind of take your time with the Cravers for sure, just because of that. I mean, Hisho, I don't play well. With Hisho, I think it's just weird because like with Hisho, you're playing a 3x faction in a 4x game, so you kind of have to throw away your usual game plan if you want to expand with the Hisho, because they expand very differently. They don't expand by taking systems; they expand by making more behemoths. Like you could play the Hisho the way you would any other faction, but if you do that, you're not gonna feel like they're full power. I don't have that many battle tactics that have like a lot of flotillas on long range, huh? That's kind of crap. Okay, I guess we'll just go back to gravity distortion and plasma distortion plus. Yeah, you don't get that for X until you get the up your limit tech. To be honest, even if you take, what is it, cultural and verdicts? Yeah, even if you take cultural and verdicts as Hisho, I still end up playing the rest of the game on one system. I don't even use the autonomous administration. Like, yeah, I can increase my system limit as Hisho if I take this, but even if I did, I'm still gonna stay on one system and I'm still gonna beat the entire lobby even on just one system as Hisho. It's just much easier to play them that way, I think. Are we done terraforming here? We still have one. No, we still have... So, steps, monsoon, and then there's another level, I think? No, after monsoon, I think it's already... Yeah, so we've got 2 more terraforms before we can move on from Takim. God damn it, dude. This fleet is just not moving, huh? Wait, no, I just haven't ended turn yet. Right. Okay. I think I go to like 4 or 5 systems, but I only take like really good 4-planet systems or 5-planet ones. Yeah, that's one way to do it. If you're gonna actually expand as the Hisho, definitely want to prioritize the 5-planet systems. Just because you don't want to waste your Kai taking a system and then it's just like 3 planets. Just not worth it. Did I already transfer pops over? No, none of my spaceports are active. My god, we're gonna do this again. Another round of transferring pops over. Right, so with Nair we're not gonna transfer pops because we're waiting on some systems to be colonized. Yedix, we need to get rid of more of these Cravers because all of the planets here are depleted already. Oops. So that's over in Gikra. In Gikra, we want to transfer... Okay, we've got Extra Unfallen, so we want to transfer that. And then... Agaba, I guess? Over to Mira, and then next time we're gonna have to transfer Svali. One more turn until this one's depleted, so we're gonna move the Cravers over to... Gikra 2. Then over in Nekar, we've got 4 more turns. Nekar, I want to transfer a Kaggeros pop and an Unfallen pop. And then I guess we transfer another Bagaba pop. I would like to boost my influence generation in my other systems. So we'll transfer the Bagaba pops. And actually the build queue here... In the build queue here, I'm gonna have to just wait for the terraform. I could try and sneak this in, but I'm waiting on a bit more antimatter to upgrade my fleet. Over here... 7 more turns. We have way too many Cravers on this. So transfer Cravers over to Nekar. We only need enough Cravers to deplete one planet at a time right now because we just don't have space. Lupus we don't have to touch. Actually, we're almost finally done depleting this one, so we can transfer over the pops over to the next planet. So do you load up a single planet with Cravers to burn through the resource one at a time, or do you spread them out to a couple a planet? You want to... At least the way I look at the strategy for Cravers, you want to deplete the planets as quickly as possible so that you can fill the space with your enslaved pops right after, right? So in this case, for example, like this setup, I have all of my Cravers here, and then over on the depleted planet, I have all of my non-Craver pops, and then just one Craver pop, enabling the slavery mechanic. And the reason you want to do that is so that it's easier to know where you want to put your pops around. It makes the management a bit simpler, right? Because you already know, like, okay, this planet's not depleted yet, we want to deplete this first, and then once it's depleted, we fill it with all of our enslaved pops, and then transfer all of the Cravers out over to the next planet. Or if the system is fully depleted, you've depleted all the planets in the system already, you can start transferring the Cravers out to your fresher planets or fresher systems, like your recently taken systems. Transfer the Cravers over. From the recently taken systems, you transfer the non-Craver pops back towards your core systems. And pretty much the rest of the game, like, you just follow that logic where as you expand further and further out, you send more and more Cravers out to the fresh systems, and then all of the pops you're gaining from the other factions from taking their systems, you constantly pass them on to your systems towards your core systems. Since the logic is that those core systems are already depleted, so you want to fill them up with slaves. Okay, this one is 6 turns. Mira, I think I want to transfer some pops as well. So Calgeros, and then one Unfallen pop over to Mintaka? Yeah, okay, Mintaka. Over here in Mintaka, we're transferring to Botha. Yeah, the Calgeros has to be here. Our Shem should be here on the sterile planet. We're finally growing an Umbral Core pop to finally spread that out. I do wish their story would have made a choice for them to act like a regular empire or fall to the end, because the story was kind of leading towards it. Like, if you take the... Right. So if we go to the faction quests, I mean, the ideal, like, at least for me, like, the ideal outcome of the faction quest is you take the one where you rebel against the virtuals, right? So that you can get Insatiable Maw, which, again, let me just move myself off the corner. Again, like, this faction quest reward is the most powerful faction quest reward in the entire game. So uh I think it's just, even if you take this option like lore wise, it's just very hard to write the Cravers in a way that, you know, they become a regular empire. Because you have to remember, they're just primitives who happen to have access to uh warp travel. They're technically the least civilized faction in the entire game, lore wise, right? Like if you compare them to the other factions, like everything they have like all of the technology they have access to is basically just a matter of like for use. They're not like, you know, they're not developing this out of some other driving force. Like their motivations are just literally to eat. You can treat them as animals basically. So I don't know if like there's really a way to write them into becoming a regular empire as you would with the other factions. I just don't see it. It's also kind of like against their design, because like the idea is they're basically this galaxy's version of the Zerg or the Tyranids, right? And that's also part of the reason why I like them as a faction, is because, you know, they're the Zerg or the Tyranids of this galaxy. We just eat, man. I don't have to think about politics or maneuvering and shit. Where I just want to eat, bro. Live amongst others, or those augmented with dust, I guess, right? But those are like, that's the conflict of like the individual versus the individual versus the swarm, right? So I guess like individually, yeah, you could find some Cravers who are perfectly fine with like coexisting, but obviously in the presence of the swarm, in the presence of like the hive mind, it's very difficult to like deviate from that if you're in the empire itself. For the heroes, it makes sense because, you know, they're all high on dust. They're all thinking about something else at that point. What was I saying? Let's transfer Gyros Hersham over to Botha. And from Botha, got a lot of extra Harshams over here. I think I'm gonna transfer Calgeros over to him. For Polaris, yep, for Polaris we just keep everything one of each. You don't have space. Viacaris. I think for Viacaris we just hold. We're kind of waiting on more Craver pops here so we can deplete more planets. Vicaris 2 does not have enough pop space for me to like fill it with more Cravers to deplete this faster. I would have to terraform it, which is expensive at the moment, so I'm gonna have to skip that. So I think we'll just rely on the Cravers that are coming in from the edicts to deplete this. It's like I still wish we could have all three of its pops at a time, but I don't think the way its hard-coded mods can even do that. Are you talking about the where you can get the Mizari and the Sheridan? Mizari and the Sheridan at the same time as the Imperial pops? It would be cool if you could do that, actually, with them, where you get to keep all versions of them. Yeah, I guess like if there was a way in the faction quest where in the option to stick or like in the path that they stick as United Empire, like they have some that deviate, but just some. But well, I guess that's also like part of how they want to balance the United Empire. They don't want you to have all three of the pops at the same time. Craver in a wheelchair. Stephen Hong's West. Gaze up to the stars. Yummy yummy food death. You could burn the Guardian 2 to free up a slot. I'm actually confused about that because I thought that the Guardian pops have their own slot that's not tied to the planet's slots. So I wasn't sure. But I guess I could burn them. They do give a they give approval though, which is nice. And they also give me like a bonus influence, even though it doesn't get boosted by the slave bonus, I think. Yeah, it doesn't get boosted by being enslaved, unfortunately. But yeah, like I thought that 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought that the Guardians occupied like their own slot, but I guess that's outdated. And they made it so that they only occupy the actual slots of the planet. I could get rid of them. Yeah, I mean, I look at this and it says like I have a max population of 6, and then yeah, I count this and yeah, it is eating up a slot. I guess that what I read was outdated, and that's how it used to work, where the Guardians occupy their own slot. But at the same time, I also just don't want to spend 10 turns trying to get rid of a Guardian. Add 1 boot. Yeah. So I could get rid of it, I just don't want to spend the 10 turns it takes to get rid of one. So I'll just enslave the Guardian as well. It's fine. It's still a pop I can enslave anyway, so it's not a big deal. Where was I transferring? Yeah, Vicaris I think I'm holding because we're transferring Cravers onto it. Estre can transfer some Calgeros pops over. Oh, from Takim to Estre. Then we're gonna get another Vadiani pop here, so we're gonna transfer that Vadiani pop somewhere else. I should get Geo-Industrial over here. Might as well also get Interplanetary. I think we have enough pops to justify Interplanetary. If you're lucky enough to get Saurus early, that's really fun. Actually, the way I look at Sowers for Cravers specifically is that you're only ever going to do the Sower strat with Cravers if you're going for a pacifist game, which usually only happens if you're playing in a multiplayer lobby. Otherwise, like, for the other factions, yeah, you want to get the Sower so that you don't have to deal with the depletion when you take systems off the Cravers. But for the Cravers themselves, like, the Sowers, you only do that if you're going pacifist because you don't want to lose out on this. Taking the Sowers means that you don't have a 50 pop bonus as Cravers, so it's like a very specific strat if you're going to do the Sowers. Okay. Genimos, where's Genimos again? Hold up. Right, okay, it's this one. With Genimos, yeah, I think we hold pops and Genimos. Actually, no, we don't hold pops and Genimos because we're about to lose pops. I think we have to transfer. Yeah, we have to transfer because we don't have enough food on the system. Okay. I guess after Pulvis we have to sneak in Sustainable because we're running out of food. Also, I think we can justify Geo-Industrial here since we've got Cravers on the hot planet. Yeah, get my fids high. Yeah. Estra. Estra, I think I transfer to Unfallen over to Jundor. And then in Jundor, for Jundor we transfer 3 Elo over to Estra. And then what do we want to deplete first? I think I deplete the Gas Giant first, so let's transfer the Riftborn over here. No, actually, hold on. We need to transfer Riftborn as well, so let's transfer 2 Riftborn over to Estra. Alongside that. And then, since we have the Craver over on Jundor now, let's move the Riftborn over here. With all the Cravers playing League of Legends? Nah. They would lose all the games because they'd all be trying to eat the resources on the map. You can't really play League with like everybody eating resources on the map. You really have to kind of decide like which lane you want to focus on. Otherwise, like your team's just gonna get rolled over by the opponent, by the opposing team. Over in Taurus, I think we transfer. Yeah, I think this is fine. We can just leave one. Since this is a 2-planet system, we're gonna just leave one Riftborn over here. We'll transfer all the other Riftborn over to Jundor, and then from Jundor we'll transfer it back to the next systems. But yeah, if you're gonna do like the sower strat with the Cravers, it's usually only really because you're playing pacifist Cravers, and since you're playing pacifist Cravers, you don't have access to this. You don't have access to Jingo's Joy, so it's a bit harder to manage your approval across your systems. You can't do what you're supposed to do, which is, you know, only have one Craver per depleted planet, enslaving everyone else, because your approval is just gonna crash. So when you do pacifist Cravers, you kind of have to keep a balance of sowers and Cravers on your systems, because you're also not in a hurry to deplete your planet, right? Because you can't expand as quickly as you would with the usual gameplay. Okay, this is all depleted. Move the Cravers over. I think we want to deplete... Yeah, we want to deplete Gigrat 2 first. Gemini. Let's put a backdoor in Gemini. I didn't have to completely swap a whole bunch of Cravers and Swords. As soon as one planet would complete, I'd swap them. Yeah, pretty much. Like, you would just cycle them. You would just cycle them, and then since you're not, since you would have some planets where you're not enslaving a bunch of pops, like your approval's not gonna tank too far. So it's much easier to manage your approval that way. We have another hack that I'm not doing. Right, because I think I hacked from Gender into this and it got cancelled. Okay. We can remove the backdoor in Scorpius now. I guess we can hack from Taurus over to... Which the system's not gonna just immediately black out me. Quorum? Yeah, we'll go with Quorum. Okay. For Niedix. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Niedix, we still need to transfer some Cravers. So that's done. We now have only just one Craver on each planet. So this is how like an end game Craver system is supposed to look like. You just have one Craver on each planet enabling slavery, and then you have a bunch of non-Craver pops everywhere on all the depleted planets. And the math works out such that, you know, the FIDSI on these depleted planets is still technically higher than like a non-depleted planet under the control of a non-Craver faction. So this system is actually still producing more FIDSI than a non-Craver faction this way. So that's nice. Right, I need to check. Can I upgrade this fleet now? Yes, I can. Okay, there you go. Fully upgraded fleet. Now we are missing. I have a carrier here that puts me at 30 out of 32. Yeah, we're missing a carrier on this, but I can't build it just yet because we still have to upgrade the fleet over here as well. So let's do the hero swap. So this should be Kren with this. And then this extra fleet. What can I do with this extra fleet? Have them just run around, I guess. I can have them defend. Yeah, I can have them defend. Okay, let me take this ship over here. And then Kren's fleet, we can have them move over to Endor for now. Oh nice, they're actually gonna go through open space. Okay. So Yedix. We can transfer one more pop here. Yeah, we'll do that. Yedix. We don't have any strategies to build any of our ships. So I guess I can just spend my Hyperium. I don't really want to build the colonial rights here because we're already earning 459 approval from per planet. Like, this system has way too much approval already. I don't need to build this. And I can't build ships either. I guess I can queue up the colony ship that I'm gonna use for Nizar. I guess. Over here, you need to be here. What do we build here? Is the over 400% approval from the law? So the approval here, the one from the law is the plus 200, right? So you see the plus 200 from per war with the major faction. So that's from the law. The 459, I don't remember what I did to get that. I'll be honest, I don't remember what I did to get that 459, but for some reason this system just has 459 extra. It's just ridiculous, right? Like, I don't remember. Oh, I think it might be a hero skill actually. Hold on. No, but it's only, this guy only gives plus 20 though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what I did to get the 459. But we just have 459s for some reason. It must be something that I put here. It's definitely not this. It shouldn't be this either. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. I just have plus 450 for some reason. Okay, here in Nekar at least we still have a terraform. Terraform to Atoll, and then once we terraform that to Atoll, we'll swap over to Alien Grafting as well. And then Urchini. 6 more turns for this to get depleted. Oh. I guess we can build Craver Dark Ops, and then since we're almost full, can put up cosmetic genetics. It's gonna increase the pop space, so that means we can get more pop growth. And then we go back to moving pops around. Let's put the Craver here, although it doesn't actually matter since this one's gonna deplete in one more turn, and then we can transfer all the pops over to Nair 1. Over in Yedix, we've transferred all of the Cravers over to Viacaris now. And then for Gikra, we are full. Actually, hold on. Yeah. But for Gikra, we're full, so we want to transfer some pops. Let's see, which one do you want to transfer? Let's transfer Volley, Bagaba, and another Unfallen because we have extra Unfallen. I think that's floating from orbit. We still have more Unfallen in orbit. Transfer that to Mira. From Nekar, we got 2 turns before this one's depleted. Got extra Kautikma, so we want to transfer that. And then extra Bagaba. And another extra Bagaba. Transfer that to Gikra, and then we're gonna grow a Craver Pop. We're gonna grow a Craver Pop, but we don't have... Yeah, this planet just doesn't have enough pop space to put all the Cravers in it to deplete it, but I guess it's just 2 more turns. That's fine. And then over in Dratini, let's transfer 2 Galgeros. I was trying to see we're formed from a system with like a bunch of slaves. Same. Same. Honestly, I really do not remember what I did to get that. I don't know where it's coming from. But yeah, like with the law, the max you can get with the Jungi's Joy law is 220. That's assuming a full lobby and you declare war on everybody, right? That's the max. So you're right with the 200. The 400, I really do not remember what I did to get that. I don't know. It might be a trait, maybe. Is it? I don't think I have a trait that gives me that much approval though. Right, I don't even have that many traits because I'm not in the galactic core either. So I really just do not understand where this is coming from. This is per planet. Because like the hero doesn't give... Like, yeah, he only gives plus 20 here. It has plus 2 per pop on system, but like that's listed separately. They use the transvines on your systems, or did they by chance? I use the transvines on my systems on my own, and then some of the Riftborn systems that I've taken. So the Riftborn system, they did triple transvine. They did transvine for every level. Level 2, level 3, level 4 is all transvine for the Riftborn. For my own systems, I only did transvine for my level 2. In fact, most of my systems are not level 3 yet, just because no one is selling their Hydromiel. And like, I'm kind of stuck. Because there's like no Hydromiel in the market. Where was I in terms of... Okay, hold on. I lost track of which system I was transferring over from. Gikra's transferring. Nekar. Lupus we have to transfer. Transfer that to Chirchini. Then in Gikra, or in Surma. The Surma we don't have to transfer. Although next turn we have to transfer the Bagaba out. Over over in Mira. Over in Mira, I think we just transfer one Calgeros pop and then. So this is a 4-planet system, so 2 of everything is fine. We'll just let that grow. Over in Mintaka, we have too many Calgeros. One Calgeros, one Unfallen. We have our extra Umbral Car Pop, so we want to transfer that Umbral Car Pop somewhere else at some point. Over in Botha, we are out of space again. Hold on. Exotic rations. Alien grafting up here. This one also should be alien grafting. And then we have antimatter here. I think I want to do Miners Union expanded mines. I don't want to increase our food here because we're pop capped. And we're still waiting on the terraform here before we can colonize this planet. I do want to transfer one Arasham, one Unfallen, and then because this system does not have again any gas giants, we want to transfer one Diluvian out. Shouldn't have too many Diluvians on this system. And over in Takim, or Polaris rather, we don't have to touch that. The Icarus. Why are the Cravers are scattered, bro? Okay, hold on. We need to see which planet we want to deplete first. Let's deplete the this one first since we already got it started. And then Takim has one extra Vadyani. So we need to transfer that Vadyani out, so otherwise we're gonna lose food from Gargantuan. And then we can keep the 2 Diluvians since we have a gas giant here. So I'm just gonna get rid of the Calgeros pop, transfer that over to Estre. Then Genimos. Just not touch that. Although we don't have that much food on this system, I might transfer one of my heroes over here. Then Estre, don't have to touch. Junder. For Junder, transfer one Epistis and then a bunch of Riftborn over to Estre. And Taurus, we don't have to touch. Okay. Next turn, we're gonna have to like transfer these Cravers out. Hopefully by then, I think this terraform should be 2 more turns. Ah! Okay. Well, we're pretty much out of time. Yeah, I really want to play this much faster, but you know, I've mentioned this before. This might be like genuinely the longest run in the series of like me doing every faction in the game. This might be the longest run just because of how much time I'm spending per turn trying to do this right. On top of the fact that, you know, we had to restart because of shenanigans on the first attempt. So I kind of went with the average spawn instead of the lucky spawn of like being near the galactic core. So our start was much slower than, let's say, for example, the Horatio run. The Horatio run was really fast because we were next to the galactic core. But yeah, I'd like to do this faster. But once we get more antimatter, because that's really the main bottleneck here. Is like I can't make too many ships right now because my antimatter is just not that high. Once we get a better supply of antimatter and we can start pumping out more ships and we can get more fleets out, sieging at the same time. We'll be able to do what we did with the previous conquest runs, where I just took multiple systems at the same turn. But yeah, that's it for today. Don't have much time. Tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to be uploading on my YouTube channel the Exception Protocol Advanced Run for Season 43. I already finished editing it, so it's already scheduled. So I don't have to worry about it at all. So that's going to be tomorrow. And then Thursday, we're going to be continuing this. Hopefully, I think what I might do is just wait for another price drop. Yeah, so next turn we're going to have a price drop on antimatter. I might just spend most of my dust buying antimatter off the market, just so I can speed up producing ships for more fleets, so I can speed this up. And I'm probably just going to take most of the Riftborn systems. We're going to try and get a collection bonus going with the Riftborn by just taking their pops from them. And also, since their systems are relatively valuable and nearby, right? The other option would have been Horatio, but Horatio is pretty far. That said, they are kind of like, you know, it was either them or them, right? It's either go up here or go over here. They're pretty defensible either way. So I just decided to go for the Riftborn because, at least earlier, the Riftborn were the ones that were behind me in score directly. So maybe once I get more fleets up, I can split my forces between taking the Riftborn and then taking the Horatio systems, so that we can push them down. Yeah, that's the plan for Thursday. And then for Saturday, for ladder weekend, I don't know yet what I'm gonna play. I might play TFT just because there's a new set. I don't know. I'm gonna ask my friends, like, well, what the what comps people are doing now. But if I but that's like, it's not guaranteed that I'm gonna be playing TFT for ladder weekend, so I don't know yet what I'm gonna be playing. Shock right forward behind. Normally they balloon that fast. They were not behind. They were directly behind me in score. The only reason my score now is much higher is because I've taken 3 of their systems, technically. But, you know, before this, when I was still fighting the Vodiani, they were above me in score. Once I've taken the Vodiani out, I overtook them in score, and then now I'm, like, just leading by a lot because I took their systems. But you're right. You're right in that they balloon quickly. The Riftborn were technically leading in this lobby. But that's why I'm also targeting them now. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna be playing on Saturday, but yeah, that's the plan for this week. That's the plan for the rest of this week. So thanks to Spar, Steel, Mads, Shun. I don't know how to read the O with the slash. I'll just say Mads, Oreo, and Halo Killer for dropping by. Thanks all of you for dropping by. I hope I didn't miss anyone. I don't think I did. Spar, Steel, Mads, Oreo, Halo Killer. Did anyone else sneak in? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, everyone. And for everyone else, wherever and whenever you're watching from, whether it's live or the VOD, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch, have a good day or good night. Take care. And I'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.